I'm going to discuss the Cartesian coordinate system in this video. Moving left to right, we have the horizontal axis. Remember, like the horizon, we plot x's. Up or down or vertical, we plot the y's. And often your book or your teacher will have a grid associated with this, and this is called the Cartesian coordinate system. It was developed by René Descartes, kind of a crazy looking math guy. Think of carts as in Cartesian, that's part of his name. As you learn more about math, there's a lot of crazy looking math guys. Where the x and y axes cross is point 0, 0. Going to the right on the x-axis is positive numbers, so it would be plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Normally we don't have the plus sign, we just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going the other way, it's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Going up on the y-axis, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of like that. Going down, it's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Should be negative 5. Right there. Now imagine a point 3, 2, and you wanted to plot it. We read the x's first, then the y's. So we'd go 1, 2, 3 to the right, and up 1, 2. And we would label that 3, 2. That would be the point right there. I'm going to plot 4 points for you now. I'll create 2 columns, an x column and a y column. The first point is negative 2 plus 4. So I go left 2, 1, 2. I go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Now I'll label that. Negative 2, comma. Typically the plus sign is not used in labeling. So I end up with negative 2, 4. Next point I'm going to plot is negative 2, negative 4. I move left, negative 2, and then I go down, negative 4, and I'll label that point as well. Negative 2, negative 4. The next point is positive 2 and negative 4. So I move to the right 2, and then I go down negative 4, and I'll label this point as well. 2, negative 4. Point is positive 2, positive 4. So I move to the right 2 and I go up 4. I'll label this point as well. So that point is 2, 4. If there's 2 points on a Cartesian plot, like 6, 2 and the other point being 9, 4, I can draw a line between those 2 points. Of particular interest are things like the y-intercept, and that's where the line crosses the y-axis, where the yellow dot is. Also of interest is the x-intercept, and that's where the line crosses the x-axis. The Cartesian coordinate system is useful for measuring distances as well. So imagine we have a rectangle. It's 4 wide and 3 high. Really what this is going to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, and going up 1, 2, and 3. So it looks something like this. We just happen to put the 4 in the middle of the rectangle in the base and the 3 in the middle of the height. Now let me show you how to measure the distance if I move the rectangle just a little bit right there. Values for x, so you can start seeing it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2 for the y values. If I go over 6 and up 2, and I'll label that, that's 0.62. If I go over 2 to the right and up 2, that's 0.22. The distance of the base, or the yellow line, is easy to calculate. It's 6 minus 2. And of course that equals 4. And that's the base measurement. Now if I go over 2 again, and up 5 this time, so I go up 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll label that point to 5, then the vertical distance is 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. That's the vertical distance, or the height. And that's how you would measure distances of rectangles and squares. Now the last point, just to fill it in, is I move over 6 and I go up 5, so that point is labeled 6, 5. So I have 4 points there. I can measure horizontal, I can measure vertical distances, and I can also measure angular distances using the Cartesian coordinate system. But that would be a video for another time.